Smeagol is upset that no one has given him a second breakfast. Little hobbit monster.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not like the All-Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mera.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage. We don't usually take visitors, so he must have found a way to get here.
Looking for the captain of the Horns of the South. I have this pin.
Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So tell me, who are you, and what do you need from me?
Are you conspiring with one or... let's just go straight to the point. I want to wield Excalibur.
Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that.
Caradoc claims you know how to do it.
Ah, Caradoc.
Caradoc, sorry.
Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur and survive. But nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing our greatest secret with you.
The greatest ploy in game development 101. Tit for tat. Of course I'll do this for you, but first you have to do something for me.
Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck. And I hate it when somebody's breathing down my neck.
Oh, lost it, my
Even
lover.
worse, One-Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west.
Okay. So what do you want from me?
Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an unfortunate accident. I don't know, fell on a pitchfork or something, and sweep it under the rug, yeah? But then we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that simple.
All right.
Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in without a problem. And now, excuse me, I have things to do before the matter is settled.
Things to do. More important than things that I've got to do. Apparently, that's why I've been sent out to do a messenger boy quest. Go kill this guy. Bring back the goods. If I remember correctly, though, Galahad's a pretty nasty fellow from my first playthrough. Power of the dark side, yada yada yada. Can I rest here?
If nothing happens by nightfall, I'm stuck.
No, it's just a cooking pot.
Getting restless.
Oh, nice. got a waypoint right over there. There is a mosquito. Missed it.
Stop right there. Who are you? And what do you want here?
Looking for Galahad the Pure.
It's Sir Galahad to you, vagrant. But it's true, this is our camp. We're his personal guard. But you won't be meeting tonight until you tell us why you're here.
I see this pin. I don't have to tell you anything. Take me to Galahad.
It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the night. But did you actually earn it? Or did you just pluck it from a corpse? Well, that's for Galahad to decide. Go. But bear in mind that Galahad is not a patient man. The door is open. Try not to make him angry.
Exactly, Thaindor. I love how you're smoking your pipe through your plate mail helmet, sir. That was quite impressive. Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law. Yeah, Galahad is not a nice dude.
I can hear you. Who goes there? It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table? Not the smartest move. Normally, I'd throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you get it?
Caradoc.
You mean you found Caradoc's tomb and robbed it?
No, he handed it to me personally.
Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? When did you last see him?
He helped me escape the island asylum.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then?
I came here to kill you.
Marvelous.
Ooh. God, this is so much easier on this character than it was on my archer. So that's like a stun that he does. That right there. I would love to have that spell, sir. And it does like a drain or something. Piece of cake compared to the frickin' archer, man. Oh, and then we have to deal with all those guards, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I remember this now. I just remembered at the last second. I was like, wait, I think there's some guards I have to deal with. Chicken shit. Oh, there's two of them stabbed. It's just a flesh wound. The fact that they're quoting that at me is hilarious. God, the mage is so OP compared to the archer. It's not even a... Dude, this was... I died like a bunch of times on the archer with this. Even on easy mode. Fucking A, man. I'm not gonna loot all their stuff. I've already got a set of gear that I can sell. I don't want to overburden myself. I do need to double check there's no books and stuff around here. Don't think we have anything else. Lost from a cursed well. I don't think we can do a campfire anywhere in here, right? Yeah. Snaking. Yeah, Holy Grail has some. I mean, all three of the movies are extremely
Let your
quotable.
guard down.
Fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh. Dickus, Dickus. Jesus, I wonder if I can just run out of here. I just noticed that I could stack that. I never realized that I could just look at how fast. Oh my god, the whole time I've just been like preferring to do this, which is an option. But I didn't realize you could stack that stuff. Watch how fast their health starts going down. Well, it does seem to have a sort of a slowdown effect too. Okay, that's interesting. I need to look up what that effect is to better understand how that works. Because I always just use the straight up pull. It's too far away for me to use the pull. Get him from the other side.
I will be your downfall.
Come on. Chose to give up on me. Wise decision, sir. What is that effect? It applies a bleed. Yeah, so it's a stacking. Yeah, so it totally stacks. It doesn't say that there's a limit on the stacks either. I never noticed that. I was just thinking cast a bleed or drain the health. That's dope. Biggest Dickus has appeared. You named your Pokemon rival once. It was the funniest playthrough when out of nowhere the games would be like, the biggest Dickus has appeared. I remember The Meaning of Life was my favorite for a long time because it had so many scenes in it, and it was just interesting to watch so many different sketches. Like the condom sketch when they're talking about contraceptives, because at the time that was a controversial thing with the church, and the Thin Mint, wafer thin. I don't think I've seen The Meaning of Life in probably, oh man, it's been 25 years or longer since I've seen that movie. Life of Brian, it's probably been the same amount of time since I've seen Life of Brian. I watched The Holy Grail maybe 5 or 6 years ago with my wife because she'd never seen Monty Python, and English is her second language. She was not a fan. Like, she was just like, some of the jokes she got, but most of them were like completely no context. It's not something like that. The
Oh,
humor
look
of
who's
Britain
here.
at that
How's
time,
the destiny of the South graced my
I think you
humble
really
abode?
do either need to speak English as a native language or have like a mastery of the English language to fully understand the jokes, and probably just like that sense of humor as well. I did my part, and I'll tell you about Excalibur.
You just killed a knight of the Round Table and you have no questions about what it was for. Really?
Yeah, okay, fine. Why?
Because sometimes the best defense is a good offense. We were backed into a corner. You know, it was us or him. First off, he represented Camelot, and we're done with their influence. No more of their wars. Second, after the massacre of One Eye's tribe, his death was convenient for both of us. And when the tribes finally unite and come down from the mountains, there's a good chance they might leave us alone. He figured me out. He knew what I'd discovered, and he wanted to stop me. And trust me, what I found is going to change the South's history.
And what did you discover?
Proof that Camelot is rotten to the core, and that aligning with the tribes is the right choice. I didn't plan to tell you, but my one-eyed friend convinced me. Since you took down Galahad, you deserve to know. As a reward for your help, I'll share this secret with you. Here, take this seal. In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to Seawall's crypt. Everyone knows the story of how the evil druid sealed and flooded the place. It's true. Well, at least part of it. But the real story is why they sealed and flooded it. One Eye broke the old seals and replaced them with his own. If you want to see what Camelot was so desperate to hide, you'll find your answers there. They thought drowning a village would keep it secret. Behind the statue, you'll find where to use the seal. Once you do, you'll see that history is very different from what we've been telling ourselves.
How does this have to do with
If that doesn't
Excalibur?
convince you that Camelot's foundations are more crap-coloured than tinged with ivory, then nothing will. I won't tell you anything more. I'd hate to spoil the surprise. I'll catch up with you later. I'm sure you'll understand.
I'm gonna reload really quick if there's a save file right before I came in this room. That was... Let's do a hard save here really quick. Is this save from right before I came in? Auto save. Because I wanted to I just want to see if he'll take me straight to the Excalibur thing.
Oh,
I think he's still going to make me
here.
go to the tomb
How's
no matter
the
what.
destiny of the South graced my humble abode? That's Because, first off, second,
Blah, blah, blah,
you
blah,
figured
blah.
me proof I did as a reward.
I'm just here for Excalibur. The rest is your problem.
Well, if that's how you feel, fine. I promised, so here it is. You see, there are many legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you probably guessed, is nearby.
Is it going to be the same cave?
Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Many years ago, when people still went to shit in the woods instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only those who passed the ritual could become keepers.
Uh-huh.
None of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. The Horns of the South abandoned the practice because, well, not many lads survived it. That's why nowadays, it's Galahad who appoints keepers and the captain who chooses them. It's just, safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and sleep at its feet. Well, if you wake up, when you wake up in the morning, you'll know if you were deemed worthy. So first, you'll need to find a way to fix the gong. And since it's made of weird steel...
This is great. I get to
that's not
bypass
gonna
the
be
dungeon
easy.
entirely. I had no desire to do the
Fortunately,
dungeon again.
Osbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me that he likes to play
I did the
with
dungeon
weird
last
steel
time.
when no
I'm
one's
like, no,
watching.
just take me straight to
Just tell
Excalibur.
him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble.
It's totally worth doing if it's your first time playing, for sure. If all of those recruits were worthy, why did none of them ever try wielding Excalibur?
Of course, they tried. It turned out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk and your decision. Go on then. I've got a little revolution to get underway.
Good luck with that. I've got a new episode of Fallout to watch today. I'll do that after breakfast. I'm cooking a big old bowl of beans today, a big old pot of beans. For those of you who followed along the video we published on the Homestead channel the other day, we went to the market out in Palenque and we got some multiple different types of beans. And one of those types is these frijoles ternos, which are like new beans. They're delicious. I'm gonna make I got bacon and garlic and parsley and onions and oregano and all sorts of fun stuff, and I'm gonna make a big old pot of delicious beans this morning. That's my objective when I wrap up the stream, and then after that I will go watch the most recent episode of Fallout and get the review out. Oh, get some weirdness with the quests. The icons on the hotbar there for a minute. Alright, buddy. Weird steel.
Just another peaceful moment.
Turn around. Ancient gong. Do you know how to fix it?
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Indeed.
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for
Ha!
it.
Fair point. I need some. Oh, Jesus. Coffee.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you
It
the
is
truth.
going to be yummy, Thaindar.
Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe. Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just
good old blacksmithing.
Good old
Obviously,
blacksmithing,
though,
lad.
you'd have to bring me a couple of things so that I can actually do it.
I've already got the cobwebs, so I just need a broken gong. That is outside around, it looks like. What if I could just get out straight out this way? Oh, there's definitely some docks down there. I wonder if I can... I can indeed. Oh, and there's a fast travel waypoint. Hello. Please don't be any monsters swimming in the deep. Please don't be any monsters swimming in the deep. Please don't be any monsters swimming in the deep. We're gonna go back to beach really quick. I want to plant a campfire and talk to Arthur about whatever he's got to talk to me about. What was Galahad like in your day?
Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to win at any cost. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidants, not him. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways.
Past tense.
And he remains just as fierce.
Was this gong already hearing your time?
Perhaps. I cannot say for certain. My memory remains too clouded. It seems familiar. I do not feel my soul bound to it, but I know our path shall lead us here, one way or another. Something lingers beyond.
Yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow, Thandar.
Something.
The
ancient.
Xbox Direct.
That much I know.
Can't wait to see some Fable footage.
We'll find the
That's a
truth
must-play
soon
game
enough.
for us this year. Alright, swim back to the island. Here is the sky.
Oh, a wanderer in the
A
sunken
wanderer!
village. You must be lost. Back in the day, you just needed to look at the stars and you'd know where you were going. Now, even they are misplaced.
Haven't we met before? We were both prisoners at the island.
Island Asylum? I don't remember being
Salute.
there, not clearly. But when I look at your face, something stirs. Yes, I'm sure we've crossed paths before. And look at you now, out in the world, breathing the fresh air. That's something to treasure, my friend. Freedom is a gift, even when it feels heavy. Enjoy it.
Alright, he doesn't appear to have anything to do with the
Before you go,
gong.
I would like to ask you one thing. Who are you?
Just myself.
I understand. I see you. I hear you. And I have a feeling that you will find what you're looking for. Farewell. And thank you for visiting me, my friend.
You are welcome.
You can come keep me company whenever you want. The sunsets here are beautiful.
Alright. Back to Osprey. Time to prepare the gong-a-ding-long. Gong-along. Gong-a-lang-a-ding-dong. Osprey.
Oh, nothing bad.
Here you go, buddy.
How did you, Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment. Here. That should do it. Do whatever you need to if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
Alright, now... gotta go back out to the Gong Island. Smeagol, are you in here again? What's up, buddy? Did Mommy give you tons of snacks and now you're looking for a bed? You're totally gonna rob my sweater, aren't you? Alright. Yeah, he did just jump up on the bed. There you go. Enjoy your new playthrough of Skyrim. What platform to get the most views on? It varies day to day. Sometimes it's YouTube, sometimes it's Twitch, sometimes it's TikTok, sometimes it's something else. It just depends on the day. We are multi-streaming every single day in 4 places, and it just depends on what game we're playing, what audience is here, what other streamers are playing. Every day is different. The worst thing someone can do is focus on, oh my god, which platform do I need to focus on? Just go live. Be everywhere all at once. As a variety content creator and variety streamer, everything's going to be different. It just depends on the day and what game we're playing. Like, Skyrim gets triple the numbers I get of this game, and it's an old game. Who cares? Baldur's Gate 3, double the numbers of this game. Less than that. Dune Awakening. I think Dune Awakening was the biggest variety we had because we would always, like the first 2 weeks that Dune Awakening launched, I had like up to 700 people watching on Twitch and like 300 on YouTube. So it was larger on Twitch than it was on YouTube. Then I play a game like, what were we playing last year? There was something we played last year and like we had like 80 people on YouTube and only 6 watching on Twitch. It just depends on the day. What's up, Ann Peters? Thanks for the bits over on Twitch. So yeah, it just depends. Every day is different. Every game is different. like getting hit by a giant sea worm. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is equally fun single player. I prefer it single player. I have done multiplayer, but yeah, definitely prefer the single player adventure. Oh, I just got pulled up into the air.
Who dares disturb my peace?
What's up, Cthulhu?
You made an oath never to summon me again.
Forgive me, my lord. I want to be deemed worthy to touch Excalibur.
Excalibur? Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
He's not stupid. Do I know you?
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Welcome, old friend.
I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form.
Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how.
Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend.
Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength.
Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur.
Thank you, my friend.
And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the king's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
There we go. But dialogue isn't content. I will never forget the people who came into chat saying that when Shattered Space came out for Starfield. Dialogue isn't content. Quests aren't content. Alright, let's go pull the sword from the stone. Oh, story is the only thing I give a shit about. I don't care about combat. I don't care about anything. I'm here for story, 100%. I want narration, voice acting, cutscenes, voice actors, performance capture. I want it all. I want it all. I want it now. No, it doesn't matter to me at all. Numbers don't matter to me. Like, how many people are watching streams does not matter one iota to me. You obviously make more money the more people that are tuning in, but I don't really care because I make money no matter what, and I don't, like, it's been full time for 4 years. Like, it's been, yeah, I had a great discussion with my brother last night. We were talking about stuff, family stuff, and we were going back and forth on WhatsApp for like an hour and a half with these like 12 to 15 minute long voice messages. We were recording each other, just having this back and forth conversation. And one of the things we were talking about was like the beauty of being in a position of fuck you, which I've mentioned before in streams, the Gambler movie with Mark Wahlberg, that scene with him and John Goodman. And like somebody had asked, I was telling my brother, we've had a lot of people asking and questioning, like, why aren't you going to like conferences and events and stuff? And it's like, because no one can pay me enough money to leave the comfort of my house. I make a healthy living streaming full time and doing content creation. I don't need to network. I've already accomplished pretty much everything on my bucket list. There is nothing that game companies can offer me that I need other than more money. And I am so beyond giving a shit about more money that it doesn't matter to me if I have 70 viewers or 700 viewers or 7,000 viewers. It just doesn't matter. I'm in a very blessed position. I don't have a team. I don't need a team. I don't want a team. It's myself, my wife, our cats, ducks, chickens, and our small little homestead. Like, that's it. That's the only thing I care about. Are there minimums I need to hit to like pay the monthly bills? Yep. But I haven't even been, knock on wood, I am well beyond what I make every day between YouTube, Twitch, the merch store, the Patreon, the book sales, everything else, all of our sponsorships that we get from game companies, sponsored reviews and stuff like that, contracts. Like, I am so beyond having to worry about like the bills that it just doesn't matter to me. I would have to start over from scratch on a brand new platform, and only like I would have to worry about it if I was starting from scratch on it. So as an example, we started streaming on Kick the same time that we started multi-streaming on TikTok. So I've been full-time on YouTube for 4 years and 2.5 years with Twitch. Excuse me. I added Kick and TikTok like November of last year. My Kick account has like next to no traction. I get 3 to 5 people when we stream like this. Like if I've got 90 to 100 people on YouTube, 40 to 50 on Twitch, 30 people, 40 people on TikTok, I might have 3 to 5 watching on Kick. So if I was only streaming on Kick and I was just getting started, I would need to worry about it. I would need to be worried about what do I need to be doing on this single platform to focus on getting big numbers to get to the point where I'm financially stable. But I have been financially stable for so long now that it doesn't matter to me what a given platform is doing. It's the combined everything I do. So like I don't care if one platform does more than another. It all accumulates into people coming to YouTube and watching the videos, coming to Twitch and watching the live streams, and watching live streams everywhere, and following on all the social media platforms, which shows companies that I have viewership and that I have good engagement rates, and that gets me sponsorships, and that gets me brand deals, on top of which I have ad revenue and memberships and subscriptions, which drives book sales, which drives t-shirt sales in the merch store, and coffee mugs. It all, like, it doesn't matter to me. I think the question was more along the lines of, does the high of having 700 viewers, does it bother you when you don't have that? Anybody who gets a high from like that and constantly chases that, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, Is there a rush when you have a big audience? Sure, there's it's no different than when if you've ever been like I've done theater work, I've been a public speaker. When you're on stage in front of people, you're always going to get an adrenaline rush. And the bigger the audience, the bigger the adrenaline rush. But at some point, it's just an adrenaline. It's just you come to recognize it for what it is. It's just a natural human response to being in front of people. That's it. So it doesn't matter if it's in front of 50 people or in front of 5,000 people or in front of 50,000 people. It's a manageable emotion that you get, that you come to recognize as a natural human response. And unless you're an infant or a teenager who is controlled by your emotions, then it doesn't matter. Because obviously it's there and it is going to be euphoric and it's dopamine for sure. But adults who know how to manage their emotions and who have stable emotional reactions to things, it's not something that I focus on at all. As long as the bills are paid, I'm happy. That's right, Giza. Financial freedom is everything. It is a healthy approach to life. And Peters, yep. All right, we're back at the tomb.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
a different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
You have gathered a new fragment of Arthur's soul, unlocking its hidden potential. Open the menu to explore the King's Soul skill tree or visit a bonfire to develop abilities. When using King Soul, you deflect all incoming projectiles. Automatically use it when you receive lethal damage. Small chest grant word essence. How do I... Oh, you have to do it at the campfire. My bad.
Now, I remember. Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor.
So what did he come up with to
I
win the war?
told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy.
Oh shit.
If their
Forgot about
bodies
that.
could be broken down, their power turned against them. Wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair?
Essence?
So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did. He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger
Yeah,
than
essentially,
any
JK,
man
he made a
had the
magical
right
nuke.
to be.
Yep.
It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped. The banners were raised. And the kingdom stood safe.
Does victory erase the price you paid for? That's a good question.
That's the question, isn't it? All those lives we sacrificed. Loyal souls, ready to pay the ultimate price for what we fought for. I grieved them all. I carried them with me at every step, but it was for them that we pressed on, and that I could never accept.
I think we can do a campfire now and spend our points. Yeah, on the topic from before, look, one of the things we were talking about last night was with my brother was being wealthy without being excessively rich.
Like you've seen something you wish
The
you
wealth of freedom,
Another piece of the king's
financial
soul
freedom to be able to do
reclaimed, right?
whatever I want.
What did it show you this time?
Merlin and Arthur talking about ancient experiments. So yeah, it's like looking at there are different levels to it because like Asmongold is extremely wealthy, extremely rich monetarily, making however much $50,000, $100,000 a month on all his platforms, and yet he is one of the most miserable human beings I think you'll find streaming on a daily basis. Finds no joy in everything, destroys everything around him, racist, homophobic, transphobic, against women, just generally speaking, a miserable human being. He didn't used to be that way before his mom died, and then his mom died, and I feel like after his dad has died, he's just completely gone off the deep end. He's drank the Kool-Aid, and it comes back to you are what you surround yourself with. You know, you become the evil, like, and that's money doesn't give you happiness. Happiness comes from doing what you love, right? And when you can achieve that, it's like nothing else really matters. I get to spend all day, every day with my wife, my partner. She doesn't have to work. She gets to do anything that she wants to do artistically, creatively. She wanted the homestead, she wanted the animals. You know, I get to spend every day with her, all day, every day, with my best friend in the world. And that to me, like, you can't replace that. Like, we literally, it's like in about, well, as soon as we wrap up this stream, I'm going to go cook breakfast and we're going to spend the next 6 to 8 hours working on projects together, you know, and taking our morning walks. And, you know, I think JK, you said it earlier, like having the best partner in life mod unlocked in life is a pretty awesome thing. It's being wealthy doesn't necessarily mean being rich with finances. It's nice to have the finances. It makes you not have to worry about bills. But true freedom comes from being able to do what you love and not have to worry about anything. And that's where, you know, if you're obsessed with viewership and stuff like that, you're looking at the wrong things. Like, love of the game is, I think, the most important thing. Whatever that game might be, not just video game, but like love of the game, love what you're doing is what I'm referring to. You know, you could be someone who paints miniatures on stream, or you could be someone who does woodworking, or someone who, you know, there's people who are sailing around the world as solo individuals, these solo explorers. That terrifies me. I couldn't do that, but it's fascinating to watch these people who have a love of the sea and a love of exploration go out there and do this. You know, like, it's awesome. Being in a creator-driven economy like we have been for the past 15, 20 years, and finding really cool creators to, like, I think there's a I forget the line, but if you've ever watched Star Trek: The Next Generation, there's one of the episodes Patrick Stewart is giving this speech about what the Federation offers humanity in terms of, we've moved beyond war, we've moved beyond capitalism, we don't need money, we've cured illnesses and things for the most part. There are still things that humanity suffers from, but humanity is allowed to become this place in Star Trek Next Generation version of the Federation where humanity can focus on exploration and creativity, and they don't have to worry about, like, they've gotten rid of racism, they've gotten rid of genocide, they've gotten rid of war, they've gotten rid of greed, they've gotten rid of all of the worst things of humanity, and they focus on creativity and exploring the universe. We're a long fucking way from that, but I find joy in celebrating creativity and watching other people who celebrate creativity. And I think that there's a beauty in that and a freedom in that that goes way beyond the pursuit of a paycheck. And it's so easy to find and identify the streamers who are doing it just for the money and you know, rage bait stuff and this is insane and, you know, constantly tearing other people down. I mean, it's, you know, I don't find anything about, like, the burnt peanut to be entertaining when he's yelling into the mic, "Fuck your asshole! Fuck you! I am your god!" Like, oh, he's got 50,000 people watching him stream. You can have him. The 50,000 people who are watching the burnt peanut who find that to be entertaining, go for it. I don't need to be a part of that. I have no desire to to do that. I'll be judgy in my own corner.
Merlin. Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us.
Seeking knowledge?
Merlin
Yes.
thought it could be controlled. Together,
I'm on
they
a
were
pursuit
willing to
for the
tear
island of
world apart
Atlantis.
to win.
Alright, you need to start taking sinks, buddy.
I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea, immortality.
Oh, that's right. He was
One
the
of a
experiment.
long line of the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster.
Up. Hey, hang on. I don't know if it was a bee or a wasp or a fly, but something all of a sudden, like all the cats, like Smeagol and Lucas jumped out of bed and ran out the door, and I just saw Frodo, who's on medication for a hurt foot. I just saw him jump on the kitchen table and like jump into the. I had to go grab him and put him in the cat carrier, and I couldn't find. I saw it flying around and then it disappeared. So I'm gonna have to go find that. Why didn't you fight back?
Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board.
Yeah.
You endure. You wait. That's
Yes,
what I
okay,
do.
you're going out again?
What I've always done.
Alright, it was a dragonfly. I don't have to worry. I couldn't find it, and then all of a sudden all the cats ran past again, and I had to go double check that it wasn't like a bee or a wasp or something. It's just a dragonfly, so they get to keep that one.
Even if he didn't, he should have.
That's
He
their
was
little
desperate
prize.
to win.
Smeagol has it. He
And
took it in the
desperation
bathroom.
doesn't leave room for
Now he's taking it
conscience.
outside. And everybody's following
Every
him.
scream, every scar. Even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it.
Well, you didn't end like Sewell.
Seawall was Merlin's
Seawall,
first
sorry.
attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think?
So this is one area where I would say the writing. So because I've played the game before, I know what he's referring to with Sewell. Because if we had done the optional dungeon where you go down into the Blood Lake dungeon, you find out about Sewell. You find out about him and the secret experiments. And if you go this route, you don't learn about him at all. You just know that Arthur and Merlin were doing experiments, and then you find him, and he tells you he was successful, and then they mention Sewell and all this other stuff. And there's not really any frame of reference for Sewell if you don't know about the secret dungeon. So this is an area where the writing, I would assume that this was something that kind of got missed in the cleanup. But that was a pretty cool dungeon when we did it the first time.
You've seen what they did, what he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the
Experimentation.
extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his
Yes,
madness will all
Trickifer,
return.
your comment
And when
got
that moment
auto-modded,
comes,
and I
I'll
didn't
be
catch it in
there,
time to unmod it, but I see your
whether to
comment.
stand with you
That type
or
of
step
content
over
is
you.
streamer brain
The
rot,
choice is
100%.
yours. Just
Yeah, it's just
remember
brain rot.
that when that happens,
I
and
have
you
no
stand
desire
by
to
his
contribute
side,
or
there
even
won't
be a part of
room
it.
for both of you.
That's like I think we were discussing in Discord. Like I have no desire to go to TwitchCon, least least of all because I have no desire to be around these IRL streamers, these in real life streamers that are those people do stupid, crazy shit just to get views. They will things that are not human, you know, they're doing inhumane things to get views and clicks and likes, and I have no desire to be a part of that, to participate in it, to even be peripherally attached to it. I don't have any desire. Like I don't have a problem. Like Chris and I have gone live on location before when we were traveling, to like showcase a restaurant or something. That's a little different. The IRL streamers who are literally running around with a team of like a camera crew, and they're like invading people's personal space, and they're being transphobic, homophobic, racist, misogynistic, and like doing stunts and being rude and obnoxious all while they're live so that they can generate clicks and views and likes. Like I don't want to be a part of that. Like I am very happy on my little island of peace and tranquility in the middle of nowhere with a couple of internet connections and good RPGs to keep me busy. Like, all right, if I'm going to fix this, I need to know where to start.
You've already started.
Yes,
But if you want the
Vitaly
next
is a
piece,
great example
head
of
to
what happens
Kunart.
if you let them take it
The
too
menhir
far.
there is failing. The weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes.
Whether or not he learned
was one of
anything
the
from his
king's
18 months
finest.
in
The voice
captivity
of reason amidst the madness.
remains to be
But it
seen.
didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield.
But that
and
guy's a
then
racist asshole and did some
we will
truly
meet again.
horrific things on stream,
We'll
and
see
he
if your
deserved to get thrown in
perspective
jail.
changes.
He deserved to get deported, and I can only hope that he learned something from his time and can use that to become an actual, somewhat decent human being. But that's the problem when you have a big enough audience, you think that you're above the law because you're being supported by hundreds of thousands to millions of people and they're cheering you on. And what was that? The avocado dude, the big fat fucker who just would like gorge himself on stream, and then Nick Avocado or something. Anyway, and then he like went and he lost all the weight and got body morph surgery, you know, and it's like, did he learn anything from his? No. He gave the audience what they wanted, and he still is. And it's like there's the other one, the kid who is like literally drinking himself to death. He wears glasses, something Shirts of New York or something like that. I can't remember the username, but like literally drinking himself to death on these live streams for the lulz, for the views. And it's like World of T-shirts. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that kind of shit. That's what I'm referring to. That is brain rot. I don't want to participate in it. I don't want to be I don't want anything to do with it. It's like, that is not for me. Like I said, I'm here for games and movies and TV shows, and that's why I don't care about going to a lot of these conferences and stuff, because those type of people show up, you know, and I don't want to be a part of their content. I don't want to do anything with that. Ugh. And the people who get their lulz watching that kind of stuff, I don't want them in my community. I don't want to associate with them. No. All right. Do we have anything to talk to Arthur about? Looks like we do. All right. As always, folks, we do 2 streams a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I will be back later today. I don't know if we're going to play Hightail today, or we might play some Skyrim. I'm not sure what we're going to play this afternoon, but I'm going to leave you here because I need to go cook. So I got to go get some bacon chopped up, get some garlic crushed, get some onions chopped, make a big old pot of beans, and go hang out with my wife for the next 8 hours or so, which is the most awesome thing I get to do with my day. As always, if you're watching on Twitch, Kick, or TikTok, don't forget to follow along on YouTube, because everything in between the streams happens over there. I will be watching the most recent episode of Fallout and getting a review out on YouTube after breakfast, so stay tuned for that. And I will see everybody later in the afternoon for the next stream. Until then, stay safe and happy gaming.